안녕하세요. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel you love.
This is my theme song for my videos, and I hope you like it. Hope you like it a lot.
Alright, guys, today obviously is an amazing day because I am listening and reacting for the very first time to the second BTS album entitled Oh, Are You Late Too? Now, if you didn't know, this is the second out of 3 BTS school-themed albums. First, we had Too Cool for School, which I already reviewed. Check that out later, if you can. Now we have this one, Oh, Are You Late Too? And then we'll have School Love Affair. My plan is to react to every music video and every album that BTS has put out. I'm only on the second album now, but hey, step by step, right? We will get there. Thanks again for coming on the journey with me. As always, guys, I really appreciate our interaction. Drop any helpful comments down below for me, any info maybe that I need to know about this album, any hidden meanings that maybe I miss while I'm listening to it. Now, if you saw my last album review, I uploaded it and YouTube blocked it, so I had to change some of the sounds of the songs and kind of like
put the pitch up or down a little bit.
Hopefully that does not happen to this review, but if it does, or if you go to a song and you're like, why does it sound weird like this? Just know it's because YouTube blocked it. And again, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does, bear with me, guys. Enough said, it's about time to get into it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, headphones are in, video's ready. Track number 1 out of 10. This is called Intro. Are You Late Too? Question mark. So, okay, here we go.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. So we got RM narrating here.
You only live once.
YOLO.
So, live your life, not any other's life.
Good advice, as always, from RM.
Take chances and never regret. Never.
Yeah.
Never be late to do what you want to do right now.
Setting a good stage for the album.
Because at one point of someday, everything you did will be exactly what you will be. Right? 아버지는 말하셨지 인생을 즐겨라 한 번씩 뛰어쳐보고 받아치는 인생을 즐겨라 왜 당연하게 당연하지 됐고 당연하지 않은 게 당연하게 됐어 왜 나 인생에서 나는 없고 그저 남의 인생들을 탈출했어 이건 진짜 도박도 게임도 아니야 딱 한 번뿐인 인생 넌 대체 누굴 위해서냐 9살 아니면 10살 때쯤 내 심장은 멈췄지 가슴에 손을 얹고 말해봐 내 꿈은 뭐였지
Wow.
진짜 뭐였지?
That was deep, guys. Great start to the album here. I was not expecting him to come in and rap like that. That was heavy, guys. I don't know, guys, it's interesting. A lot of us, like, as you get older, like, you fall into the cycle of life, right? Like, getting up, going to work, or going to school, making sure you have something to eat, going to bed, going to sleep, and you fall into this hypnotic rhythm of life, right? And sometimes we forget, like, what our real dreams are, or we suppress our dreams, or we don't go after what we want to do because we say, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes a week, becomes a month, becomes a year, and all of a sudden, like, you're giving up on who you are. So, like, this is a super good reminder. Great stage for the album. I'm wondering if this is the main theme of the album, because if it is, like, I'm really gonna enjoy it, or if maybe it's just a theme for this song. Second song is N.O. Now, I've heard this song already, so if you want to check out my full reaction, go watch it here, I guess. But I'm still gonna listen to it, but we'll probably skip through a little bit.
Everybody say no, no. Say no, no.
Alright, guys, this song is great. I'm definitely enjoying it even more in the context of this album. I know it's only the second song. It kind of puts that feeling of like not living someone else's dream and like going after what you really want, and it puts that feeling into like a full-blown song. Super good. Honestly, I'm really enjoying it even more than I did without the intro. Let's go on to song number 3. This is called We On. Here we go. Ooh.
Hey. Swag.
Okay, swag, okay. I like this bass here.
Whatever they say, I'm here for my music. Here for my music. Here for my music. Whatever my haters say, I'm real for my music.
Real for my music. Real for my music.
surround our rap more 모든 나의 일부. 또래 래퍼 심학생들의 질투. 어차피 니들은 보고 싶은 것만 보지 멍청.
All right, this beat, it's reminding me of that song. Do you guys remember that song? Like,
Hold up, grab the wall.
gas pedal, right? Gas pedal, gas pedal. That's the song this reminds me of. So far, so good. Let's keep going.
난 어린 꼰대들 가방끈이 짧고 좁으니까 위험을 토할 때는 기염을 토해 열등감에 찬서 모두 까기 인형들 꺼내 선글라스 내 헤어스타일 내
Don't talk smack about his sunglasses.
따뜻한 본격적인 코미디 있으면 텁텁 맛있게는 덮쳐 버린 내 랩 좀 텁텁하고 섭섭해도 넌 단번에 벙쳐 버리게 이렇게 뻑뻑한 갈비가 싫다면서 뻑뻑 머리 긁는 애들의 척척 I know you suck so Damn friend there's many Yeah I'm making a mind big kick a 방차 손은 gun Yeah I'm making a shine 이런 값을 해내 홀리건 바람 적 없어 없는 Yeah bitch wanna be the one number one yeah the only one
Okay, so this is like a swag song. This is all about like talking to your haters like I'm better than you type thing.
Give me that real fast
We own.
Give me that real fast
I'm here for my music, here for my music, here for my music. Whatever my haters say, I'm real for my music, real for my music, real for my music.
All my haters 좀 더 욕했죠 키보드 버리 너를 캤죠 그래 그렇게 무시했죠 네가 틀렸단 걸 증명하는 게 치매예요 논란되는 실력
It got me there.
대비적 무시하던 헤이터 기쁘심 가득한 너는 이제 내 밑에 있어 잘 바라나는 메이저 부럽지 헤이 내가 보기엔 따라오기는 벅차 그냥 거기 있어 내 손으로 직접 내린 네가 싸는 핸드드립 연습생 졸업했지 난 랩 백백수 너희 그냥 기린 백수 발전이 없어 헤이가 좀더 열통
All right, so far, this is one of those songs, right? Like, I'm really good, like, you suck, like, I'm better than you, like, you're a hater, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And you know what? Like, it's not my favorite kind of message to listen to. It's not really a message they do a lot, but in the context of the album, like, you progress through different feelings, right? When you're going through feelings of, like, I'm living someone else's life, or you're trying to break out, or you're trying to avoid that, like, this is one of the feelings that you go through. Like, you find out who you are and you're like, no, like, I'm not going to compromise for you. Like, I'm going to prove you wrong. Like, you know what I mean? And you're just kind of standing up for yourself. So this isn't really my favorite sounding song that they've done or message, but I understand how it fits, like, in the message of the album. So let's keep going. Having said that, I'm enjoying the rapping parts. Like, it's just good, skilled rap, you know? Nice flows.
Give me that
Real fast. Give me that real fast.
cool I don't want get it by 이건 코심치던 얘들에게 던지는 한수 축하해 퍽이나 힘내고 위한 고정 멘트 그런 거라면 네가 한번 써서 보랬네 이제 급이 달라진 너 인생 수는 모두 관심 대상으로 감탄을 일러 지켜봐 내 미래 네가 무시한 만큼 나 성공의 길로 진해 몰라 제발 닥쳐주고 네 걱정 마좀 너보다 앞으로도 그렇게 예전부터는 무시했던 친구들과 어딨어 오늘만 그게 아니야 보여줄게 I promise We all Give me that real fast 보여줄게 I promise We all 보여줄게 I promise We all Every day say I'm
Here for my music, here for my music, here for my music.
Whatever my haters say, I'm real for my music, real for my music, real for my music.
All right, guys, so just finished track 3, We On. Again, not really my favorite song as far as the message or the music goes, but I understand in the context of the album what they're really trying to do here. I'm missing, like, the vocal line. I feel like so far in the first album and now in the first 3 tracks of the second album, it's really rap line heavy. I feel like with BTS, their vocal line is so amazingly talented that when they're not incorporated as much as they are now, like modern day BTS, they lose a lot of what they have to offer. So I'm hoping that this album has a little more of the vocal line, but if not, it's okay. Like BTS has progressed and it'll be interesting to see that progression. Now we're going into a skit. This is track number 4. It is called Are You Happy Now? So let's see what they have to say here. Time is it? What time is it?
자고 싶은데 하늘이 못 잤어. TV에서 안 들려요? 내가 아까 그렇게 6시 30분인데 들릴 수가 있냐? 봐야지. 아니야, 그래야지. 방광이 터지고. 화장실 너무 급해, 진짜. 방광 폭발 진짜. 비급 펜션에 화장실 못 돌려야지.
At the fan sign. Okay, interesting. In the first album, we see skits of them talking, right? But they're in a room and they're like playing the part of like kids in school, right? And now, like this first one, it seems like they're on like a road trip of some sort, but he was talking about the fan sign. So they're talking from the perspective now of them as the artists that they are. So I find that interesting.
Are you okay? I'm okay.
Hey, by the way, if you need to pee, pause the video. Go pee. I'll wait here for you.
하는 거야? 내 방송에? 내 방송에 왜 녹화를 하는 거야? 괜찮은지 검사하고 싶어. 진짜. 잘할게. 당황했다 뭐. 그러니까 대접해서 진짜 기대된다. 이거 너네들이 방송을 또 쫄깃하게 이따가 표시하는 게 나 안무해야 돼. 안무? 쫄깃해. 진짜 더 쫄깃하게. 알았어야 돼.
This is cool. Double tumble combo.
알았어? 있어? 왔나? 왔긴 왔는데 피디님한테 들어봤는데 좋아. 이거 좋았던 건데. 근데 총 되게 좋아. 완전 오는데? 내가 분명히 2시간 동안 가사가 안 돼. 괜찮아요?
So this is the beat that they're talking about, right?
시끄러워. 그보다 정국이 코좀 나가지고.
Oh, Jungkook is snoring.
다 알아. 힘들지? 부럽다. 어리다. 힘들긴 하지. 진짜니까. 그래도 뭐 힘들어도 이게 행복한 거 아닌가? 그래, 뭐. 행복하지. 행복하다. 근데 솔직히 좀 행복해. 근데 뭐 행복하죠.
Let's go meet our fans.
그래, 언제 이런 거 해보려. 연습 때 꿈꾸는 이런 거잖아. 그치? 아무래도 행복하지.
That's cool. I was wondering where this was going. That's cool.
깼냐?
He woke up.
진짜 얼굴 보였어. 완전 좋아한다. 야너 진짜 팬싸야.
Interesting. Guys, that was really interesting. I like how they kind of hide the meaning, right? You can easily listen to this and be like, why is this in the album? The first half of it almost seemed like, yeah, you're getting a little hidden insight. You're like a fly on the wall in their conversation, but where does this fit in the context of the album? But then they have that like 10 to 15 seconds where they're talking about, are you happy now? And they're like, yeah, I am happy. Like, this is everything we dreamed of and we're actually living it. That was the nugget. That was like the golden nugget in this track. That's good for us to realize, right? Because guys, too often we live our lives in the future. We think, oh, I'll only be happy once I, have this relationship, or once I get into this school, or once I have this job, or then once I have this career, and then once I have the kids, and then once I get the house. So often we forget to appreciate where we are in life. Guys, so many things you're doing right now today were the dreams and wishes of yourself 3, 4, 5 years ago. Do you look down and say, wow, like I'm doing what I wanted to do? Or do you just, check what's next on the list? And you're always pushing your happiness to something you can get in the future, when in reality, so many of the things you have today should be making you happy, if that makes sense. So I think that was really cool of them to kind of sneak that message in the way they did. I really enjoyed it. And we're on to the next song. It is If I Ruled the World. West Side. Are they from the West Side or something? Hold on a sec, let me look this up, because I know there's a famous song by Nas and Lauryn Hill called If I Ruled the World. So is this kind of like a shout out to this song? Let me just check the beginning of this song, how this sounds. Okay, so I just checked out If I Ruled the World by Nas. Definitely not the same song, so I don't know. Just thought it'd be interesting if they're like paying homage or something. So let's go back. West Side, West Side, West Side. Let me know what that's about. Are they from the west side somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. It definitely has that like G-funk beat, like west side, like west coast beat, or west coast beat. When it comes to pretty girls, there's no racism. Okay. Oh, come on, don't pick your nose, man. Interesting. So this is really interesting because this is usually what they talk about. RM is talking about like alcohol and girls and they'd all want me and like if I ruled the world. Is this coming from the perspective of like what a young person thinks when you're like 14, 15? Oh, if I ruled the world, all the girls would love me. I'd have all of the money and all the cool cars and this. You know, maybe they'll later in the song or later in the album have a more mature answer to that. Because that's what it feels like right now. These are just kids in high school maybe, and this is kind of how they feel. But I doubt it's how BTS actually feels. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of it. Two for the money. What would you do? Okay, makes sense. One for the money, two for the money. Let me hear you. Ready? Say hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, hey, oh. I know it's ridiculous, but I'm singing this childish song. Okay, that makes sense. Wait a second. If you ruled the world, why would you need to hire a real estate agent and buy a house? I feel like you wouldn't have to do that. You would just have the house. I don't know. Oh, okay. One for the money, two for the money. I'm actually running out of energy here to repeat these words. All right, guys, we are halfway through. We just listened to track number 5, If I Ruled the World. If I Rule the World. This song was very similar to We On, in my opinion, as far as the message goes And as far as my enjoyment, I didn't really enjoy the song as far as like the beat or the message, but I understand in the context of the album, it takes on a deeper meaning. So I appreciate that, but this song probably isn't a song I will listen to over again. On to the next song, track number 6, Coffee. By the way, horrible timing, but someone is outside cutting the grass on a riding mower. So if you hear those sounds in the background, I am sorry. Hopefully it doesn't bother you like it's bothering me. All right, here we go. Coffee. All right, I'll use that line sometime. Baby, you're a caramel macchiato. Okay, I like this bass in the back. I like this. I like the guitar, guys. Guys, this is probably my favorite song on the album so far. Really nice sound, nice vibe. Rare for like a BTS song to be about a girl. A lot of times you guys let me know, oh, they're really talking to ARMY, but this one actually really does sound like a girl. So let me know if this is actually one of the rare BTS love songs. So let's keep going.
Baby, it's tonight 찾아요 오늘 밤 괜히 이 두 사이 어색한 기분만 그러다 처음 잡아서 통화 기대하던 첫 만남 근데 남의 손톱만 물어뜯었을까 긴장했어였을까 시간이 흐르고 자연스레 우리 두 사이 연인만의 매일 그런 말들로 매일 서로를 확인하고 확인했지만 생긴 우리의 첫 만남은 카라멜 마키아토처럼 달콤했지 어디든 같이 가고 싶던 마음도 시간이 지나면서 마치 에스프레소처럼 내려놓게
Oh, dang, so they broke up. That sucks. Nice little high note there.
Baby,
Nice song, guys. That was probably my favorite song so far on the album. I like the guitar, I like the feel of the song, and I like the coffee aspect, how they integrated that. That was kind of cool. On to number 7, Cypher Part 1.
Damn hip bullshit. I don't rapper, cut that bullshit. 자기 본질은 나도 시시라면 날 무시해. 수대 따위는 개츠고 내 이름을 피우지 못하지만 무시밖에 모르는 니들이 how you kill me.
Alright guys, right off the top, these are the kind of beats I really like. These rusty, dusty, East Coast 90s hip-hop type snare. This reminds me of a few of the beats they had on Too Cool for School, so let's keep going.
Bring the monster back and extract my monster swag. So this is the monster track, it's my freaking monster rap. 현대판 홍대 정도 좋은 걸 보고도 좋다고 못해. 3세대 leader from my leader. 이건 최대 요새. Yeah, I'm the top of the top. Still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking like the Casio.
Okay.
Because my because my freaking darn. We some guy with my cause every kicks my freaking darn. Now, boy like right there, but now my money you ready. Tired that'll start up 버리고 then I'm a money haters. 차이게 나봐, 비교 말해봐. 누가 니 top 5 rap monster rhyme 다 리더 랩머니 아빠 suck yo.
Alright.
지금은 hover from BTS 전부 나 follow 내 가능성을 리트윗해 모두에게 알려 내 flow 고마득하고 네 몸을 채워 칼을 갈았어 내 ill we can't get back in the days 나이고 rhyme도 몰랐던 나이고 그저 아이돌 바라본 광주에 흔한 나이였어 나 그래 이젠 보여줄게 이 트랙 비사이퍼에서 내 폼을 박자 I'm more both the minors 그래 너와 남자는 major
Oh, trick me.
랩을 컸어 거품을 걷어 내 뱉어 내가 원하던 것을 난 지금 어디 가도 위축감 배가 아프면 병원 가 전지주감 내 패배를 바랬던 사람들 다 뒷목을 잡지 힙부심 판치는 게임 위에 협은 반치 남의 필버침에 난 저격식 위에 블랙프루프로 한 방을 먹였지 어설픈 가짜들은 질려 반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네 발에 맞지는 포케야 너맨 나 비트 위에서 쇼팽 난 절대 안 변해 드나지부터 나 못해 forever My attitude 내 멘토 니들이 씹고 물어뜯어도 난 내 멘토 기부심 물어봐 내게 느끼는 무력감 질투심 숨기란 네 IP 다 보일러 난 보일러 순식간에 핫해졌지 보일러처럼 너는 안 봐도 뻔해졌지 속절없이 멍청한 힙 찌질을 고쳐놨지 근본 없이 커져갔네 가요계 공존하기엔 빡세 그러니 랩은 취미로 해 말세 야 말세 들리면 노력해 What?
That went by too fast, guys. I like the feel of it. It's not this real clean production. It's like produced in a way that sonically sounds like these guys are just rapping with each other in the basement, right? Like the beat just came on and they're just going for it. A lot of the skill in rapping and a lot of the enjoyment is in listening is when you really know the language well, you can pick out the cool wordplay and you understand the references and things like that. So a lot of stuff I know is lost in translation just because I don't speak Korean. So let me know maybe any hidden messages or any cool little tidbits you might have about this cipher that would make me say, oh wow, like that's really cool. All right, track number 8.
하지만 방탄소년단이 진격한다면 어떨까?
What will happen if BTS rises? Alright, we really came into this.
용감하지? 용감한 방탄소년단 인격 용감하게 킥킥대래 난 랩법을 갈리고 갈린 랩함을 들으며 쓸어버려 가뿐하게 빅빅대래 가사 완전 신들렸지 24/7 언제나 난 굿굿하고 먹고 왔고 뭣도 없는 애들이 오늘도 후려대는 내가 두 발이 고란 듯이 경쟁도 올레 판에 주사편에 가요계 충격 헛타서 과홈런 때려 자신 없다는 방망이를 내 무대 끌림대로 슈트 맘대로 그래도 대중의 함성들은 내게를 채워 그래 난 무대 위에 강백한 요즘에 해 그저 마이크를 꺼줘 남친 준비됐네 힙합들 준비됐네 남친의 힙합 들고 다른 절로 남친 준비됐네 힙합들 준비됐네 그렇다 지금부터
Scream right now!
This somewhere.
Guys, oh, this is such high energy. I feel like I need to break. Dang. I can't imagine like having to do this live. Got 4 straight minutes of like just going all out. Dang, that must have been an exercise. It's almost as if they're like secure in their position. Like their first album, there's nerves going on. They're like, oh, I hope people accept it. I hope people like it. Like, what if our debut fails? Like, I don't know. Like, let's just put our best foot forward. And now like they're confident. And that shows in this album. Like this is like the 4th song with this kind of feel and this kind of message. And this is kind of just almost a celebration in my mind. This is kind of how I'm taking it. Let's keep going.
What more can I say? 지금까지 쭉 위로 우리의 꽃이 점령한 시간 문제 첫 블락을 잡아들인 도미노 잡아들여 그 깜빡이면 우리 무대에서 길을 잡아들여 감각스러운 내 랩에 향연 한번 맛보면서 깜빡이면 너는 원 속이 다 Everybody only down 오케이 나는 사분해서 밖에 빛 그 위를 항상 찍고 다녀 무대 위에서는 상남자
Are you ready to go crazy, guys? Are you ready to jump? Man, guys, they want us to jump, they want us to scream, they want us to tighten our stomachs. Like, this is a workout. Down. Now we finally got a bridge, guys. Finally got a bridge in a song. Oh my gosh. Guys, that was a little too much for me, to be honest. I don't see myself listening to that song too many more times. I did appreciate that they broke up some of that high energy with the bridge. That was kind of like the first bridge on the album, so I did appreciate that. Man, I am ready to relax. Hopefully this next song is a little more chill, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like we got like another rap line focus song. This is called Satori rap. I'm right, but I've also seen another name for it as well, which starts with a P and it's a long word that I know I can't pronounce, so I'm not gonna butcher it. Let's enjoy it.
Once again, the kids represent.
Okay. I like it so far. I like the feel. All right, I'm trying to figure out like what type of beat this is. This is interesting. It's an interesting feel. I'm like trying to understand the influences. It almost has like a Latin beat to it in a small way. Interesting stuff. Let's keep going. What is Satori? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Korean word for regional dialect. Set of words, phrases, grammar, pronunciation patterns that are unique to a specific region of Korea. So that makes sense. It's kind of like slang, right? So it'd be like words that maybe you would use in your city and the meanings that only people from your area would know. All right, so now that I know that, let's keep going. Oh, cool. Sorry to keep pausing it, but it sounds like they're each talking about their own region and where they're from and kind of bragging about where they're from, right? That's kind of cool.
갑이란 게 아직 시부리장 세 발에 피는 게좀 따비해 애안하게 풀어보라니까 가가 이런 말은 하나 갱상도 늑시라고 누가 그가노 뭐라 했어 갱상도 정하면 안아받아 같은 거지 뭐 네가 집들어서 한번 봐라 됐다 마 대구 멋이 날았어 그 말 안 한다 카이 하모 갱상도 찍인다 안겨 아직도 뭐 우리가 어디서 어찌하스까 너 시우린데 시아구지 막혀버렸어야
This is kind of fun.
괜찮겠어 아직 8개월 품을 다 해가졌어 무등산 수박 크기 20kg 장사여 겉만 봐도 딱 가시네 우리 방사여 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노 뭐라 카노 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와보자고 선언한 게 우리 멋져보라 허벌나게 기아가 좀 솔직히 한번 해봤네 경상도 남자가
There's no captions for this part, so I'm not sure what they're saying.
맞아 이거 그게 아주 그냥 이선 놈들 난 소스테이로 만나 서울에서 나서 서울말 잘 배웠다 요즘은 모두 사투리 같다 벼슬이다만 그래 인정할게 악센트들이 멋있다 하지만 여긴 표준인 만큼 정직해 성과 끝이 분명하고 딱 성립돼 한국말의 표본으로 정리되지 Only assholes with English they never understand it
Oh, cool.
솔직해질게 경상도 사투리는 남자라면 쓰고 싶게 만들어 전라도 말들은 너무나 친근해 한 번 입에 담으면 어우 내가 다 기쁘네 Why keep fighting 결국 같은 한국말들 올려다봐 이렇게 마주한 같은 하늘 살짝 오글거리지만 전부 다 잘났어 말다 통하잖아 문산부터 말았어 서강원부터 경상도
Interesting.
충청도부터 전라도
That was an interesting point. There's like a playful like rivalry going on here. Like, oh, I'm from here. We're better than you guys. Oh yeah, well, we have this. What do you have? Then he also says, but you know, it's all Korean, right? We're all looking at the same sky. Let's celebrate our differences. Let's enjoy. Let's kind of make fun and we can brag about ourselves. Say, oh, I'm better than you. But we all know it's in fun and that we really appreciate all the differences, right? So that's kind of a good take on it, a good feel. I like that. Let's finish the song out.
서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와볼다고 선언한 게 우리 멋져보라 허벌나게 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와볼다고 선언한 게 우리 멋져보라 허벌나게
All right, nice song, guys. I enjoyed that one. Definitely, probably end up being one of my more favorite songs on the album. We're finally at the end. Track number 10, outro, Love in School. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, though. We got the vocal line. This may be the only track on the album that doesn't heavily favor the rap line. So let's see where it goes, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the album. Interesting, guys. I have so many questions already. I have
나랑 사귈래?
so many questions. Again, I don't know what he said there at the very end because there's no captions here, but what the heck was that? And I don't mean that in a bad way. That was so interesting. Like, it's so different from the rest of the album. It's so different. It seemed to almost like not fit. But then in the lyrics, they mention the song Coffee and they mention the song If I Rule the World. Like, they snuck those in there. So they're almost trying to tie things together. But I feel like they could have and should have maybe just made this a full song. It was almost like, oh yeah, and we got singers too. Here, we'll put you at the end and you only got a minute. It's still good. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, it's just, I feel like it should have been longer. And in the context of the album, it just seemed like kind of random. So I don't know, that was kind of interesting, guys. Overall, my very first thoughts on the album, and let me know, guys, let me know your favorite songs on the album. Let me know your least favorite songs. Let me know what you thought of this album. I want to know any thought you have in your head as you've been watching this. Put it in the comments. My favorite songs on the album were N.O., Coffee, and Satori Rap. A lot of this album, though, I wasn't really a big fan of. I wasn't a huge fan of like the beat selection or just the message of like, hey, we made it, we're cool, like this and that. It's not a message that doesn't have a place. It's just not something I want to hear on like 4 songs in a 10-song album. I think once I go through all these albums, I'm going to make a video where I just rank the albums in order as far as my personal favorites. I'm not expecting this one to be too high up there. But again, I really feel like it's important for me as a baby army to understand where BTS is coming from and appreciate their full journey. So having said that, I'm really glad I listened to this album. There are a few songs on here that I feel like I will go back to. I enjoy like going through this process of learning more about them. If you've watched this far, you might as well subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for sticking around with me. Hopefully it was enjoyable. All right, so what's next? I'll be reacting to the 2 singles off of the 3rd album, School Love Affair, and then I'll be doing a School Love Affair album review. So the 2 singles are Boy in Love and Just One Day. So I'm looking forward to those. If you are too, hit the like button and I'll see you guys next time.